happening there, partners and pilgrims? It's Big BS here. You're back on another episode of Big B's Library, episode 6. Bet you wonder what we're looking at this week. Well, if you tuned in last week, you might have seen. But we're going to be looking at the Soul Calibur 2 official guide for Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation 2 by Namco. This is such a great game, man. I've spent so much time playing this game. I'll kick anybody's butt with Kalik out there. If you want to come and give yourself a go, find me online, Big BS. I'm on Soul Calibur 6 these days, but this is where it all started. We're going to go through this book, show you a cool couple artwork shots and quick review, but Soul Calibur 2, baby. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in the future episodes. But without further ado, let's go into Soul Calibur 2, partner. Alright, what's happening, partners and pilgrims? Big BS here, back with another episode of Big B's Library. Like we even mentioned, we are going into the Soul Calibur 2 official fighter's guide today by Brady Games. Covers the Xbox, Nintendo, GameCube, and PlayStation 2 versions of this game. Such a great fighting game, one of the best in my opinion. Me and my friends put a lot of time into Soul Calibur 1 and 2. Soul Calibur 1 was on Dreamcast. Highly underrated system, but we won't go into that right now. Contents, we have the introduction, the legacy, the basics, language, game basics, and characters. Here's the list of characters, all very unique characters. Weapon Master and Weapon Gallery. If you've never played Soul Calibur, man, I highly recommend it. It's from the makers of Tekken, so it plays like Tekken, but with weapons. Here we go with the introduction. Transcending history and the world. A tale of souls and swords, eternally retold. Introduction. Chosen by history, a man becomes a warrior. Engraved into history, a warrior becomes a hero. And the soul still burns. A plague of suffering and violence has swept Europe into an age of heroes and villains. Driven by the legacy of two cursed blades, people from every land are gathering to retrieve the evil sword Soul Edge. But their goals are just diverse as their backgrounds. Some seek the legendary blade for salvation or freedom, others for power. And there are dark creatures that would wield the sword for their own evil intentions. In the center of this maelstrom are some of the finest warriors who have ever lived. Who will be able to stop the nightmare of destruction that burns throughout the land? Soul Calibur 2 is coming west, and players can finally revisit one of the finest fighting franchises that has graced game consoles. Without moving away from the previous game's fighting engine, this new title brings expanded play styles, original moves, and a greater variety of action. The feel of each fighter is more distinct, and the battles are as intense as ever. Prepare for more realistic challenges from the AI, a good session of unlocking hidden goodies in Weapon Master mode, and late-night duels against fellow players that make it all worthwhile. This guide offers many things to players who are about to pick up Soul Calibur 2. For beginners, the guide offers a source of basic moves, explanations, strategies, and history. These elements work together to bring novices up to speed with players already possessing knowledge of the game. These gamers won't have to face a steep learning curve or any frustration, because the guide provides a number of early selections to slowly raise the reader's skills. Intermediate players are given a number of expanded character sections that identify more specific attacks and combinations, giving them a head start on getting past the changes between Soul Calibur and its sequel. Even top-notch arcade players who have spent months on the latest release of Soul Calibur 2 machines will be pleased to have an updated console command list, background information, and strategies that push even veterans to the next level. Instead of combining strategies from various characters into arbitrary sections, the vast majority of this book centers around the characters of Soul Calibur 2. Each character section is the center of information for that person's command list, basic style tips, strengths, weaknesses, and advanced play strategies. Readers won't have to flip back and forth looking for one thing or another. This book is all about giving the most information without getting in the way of their game time. Cool artwork, nice history of the series. Namco brought Soul Edge to the arcades in 1995. The three-dimensional fighter, this game featured weapon-based combat with a style that had rarely been seen before that time. Soul Edge was certainly a good start to the series with its colorful characters, interesting throws, and exceptional weapons. Soul Edge was ported to the console world in late 1996. Soul Blade was the name of the console release of Soul Edge in North America and Europe, released in 1997. This game gave many players a chance to see an entirely new way of playing fighting games. In 1998, Namco released Soul Calibur as a sequel to Soul Edge. This version of the series increased the number of moves, characters, and combat options. The freedom of the 8-way run allowed characters to flow through melees with increased visual and visceral realism. Soul Calibur soon came to the Dreamcast and was exalted as one of the best console games on the market. With absolutely splendid graphics and artwork, Soul Calibur continues to hold a huge following in Japan, America, and Europe, and Soul Calibur 2 won't have any trouble rekindling the flames. By adding several new characters and showing great diversity within the existing character styles, Namco has kept the best aspects of their series while giving people new moves and challenges to master. The Legacy. Look at this cool artwork. There's Click right there. Favorite character, man. He's badass. Alright, so we got language. General terms, buffering, telegraphing, offensive concepts, juggling, launcher, ring out, slide input, soul charge, wake up game, attack requirements, back-facing enemy while crouching, jump delay while rising. These are the basics of the terms you'll be reading about and tells you what they all mean. We're not going to go into details of strategy or anything. We're just going to go through this book at a glance. This just goes into a lot of the terminology. Then we go into the game basics: jump, basic moves, throw, horizontal attack, kick, crouch, vertical attack. Might need a little more light down here. Looking a little dark here. There we go. Let's try that out. That's better. Okay. Universal strategies. This is a great guide, especially, like I said, for beginners, intermediates. It's going to break down a lot of, look at the details here. Command list, how to read character sections. Alright, the characters, that's where the meat's at. This is a real cool shot right here. I love this. I love artwork like this. All the fighting characters mashed together. Let me see. Another light switch here. Alright. The characters. We got Astaroth. Big axe-wielding guy. Slow, but strong. He's a heavy hitter. He's a good heavy hitter. We got the command list here for Astaroth. And then we go into Cassandra. Sword and shield fighter. Pretty quick, but also like medium strength. You go through the weaknesses of each characters here, command lists. And then now we got Ivy. Ivy's awesome, man. She's got this sword that, it's a sword, but it turns into a whip when she wants to, and she's sexy as hell. Butt cheeks hanging out all the time. As you can see right here, giving you the nice butt shot. Ivy's stances, multiple stances for Ivy, so different commands for different stances. Kilik, he's fast, strong, long range. He's got heavy hits, but he's very fast, so he's on the medium side of the damage. But he's very fast and the long range. Maxi, man. Maxi is very fast. He's got the nunchucks, so his range is a little limited to short to medium range, but he can close the gap quickly. Command list here. Then we go into Mitsurugi, the samurai. He's got the katana blade. He's quick and strong, and he can get you on the medium range. Not a lot of long range, but he can close the gap very fast as well with the rolls and spins and stuff. Different stances with him as well. And then we're going into Necrid. Man, I forgot about Necrid. Big green dude. Weapon. He's got like I don't even remember this guy, man. He's big. He's a big one. Slow and strong. Nightmare Man. He's one of the poster characters of this game. He's got the Soul Blade, or Soul Edge rather. He's got that sword with the big evil eye in it. Nightmare is Siegfried after he gets the sword. He's slow, but he's got the long range and real strong attacks. Raphael, he rocks the English sword rapier, so he's quick. He can close the gap fast, but his attacks are very fast and light. They're very tenderizing. He'll poke you from a distance with that. We got Taki, the little ninja girl. She's got the two ninja swords, the Reiki Maru and the Meki Maru. Two little tiny blades. She's very fast, lots of rolls and spins and jumps. Not very strong, but she has the speed to close the gap. She's very elusive with her movements. It's hard to read her. She doesn't telegraph very well. Talim, very fast, very small character. She's got the two elbow blades. You can see there that just kind of hold them down against the arms and then whips them out with that handle, kind of twists. Very fast, very small, but still has some strong attacks. Then we go into Valdo. Valdo, another character with his ass out. So he's got the katars. He's got these two like blades that just kind of go on your hands. You just hold them like that. Two, you can see there, the kind of looks like a spread out fork. Very sharp though. Valdo is very elusive in his movements. It's hard to read it's hard to read telegraphing with him. His stances are weird and his movements are very weird. But I love playing with Valdo for shit like that. For the nut shots. Boom. Suck it. Valdo is one of my favorites to play as. Not very fun to look at, but then we have Zheng Shuai. She's got the Chinese sword. She's very fast, kind of like our boy Raphael a little bit. She's very elusive with her. She's got very telegraphing is hard on her as well. Different stances there. Zheng Shuai is a good character. Yun Sung, he's got the Chinese sword White Storm. It's kind of like a pirate blade kind of guy, mixed with a little karate in there, martial arts. Lots of splits, lots of jumps. You can see lots of kicking and stuff. Real good character. You know, medium range, medium attack damage. And then we've got Heihachi. So this was a character that you could only get if you had the PlayStation version. Heihachi is a character from Tekken. So the Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation versions each had their own exclusive character. Heihachi was the one for PlayStation. He actually has no weapon. He continues to fight with his hands. I personally did not like playing with Heihachi much. It didn't seem to fit very well in the whole weapon scheme. I couldn't close the gap with him. He's big and slow and doesn't have any range at all. Link was the GameCube custom character. He's got a sword and shield, Master Sword, and bombs. I mean, playing as Link was very difficult, man. He was a badass to play as. And who doesn't want to play a fighting game with Link, man? And this isn't like Melee Smash Brothers. This is good stuff. Playing with Link. And then Spawn. Man, Spawn is a badass. He's a big guy, short to medium range, but he can be quick, but he has strong hits too. And it's a lot of fun playing as Spawn. He was my favorite. He's the Xbox exclusive character. That was the version I had, so I played a lot with Spawn. Cervantes, Ivy's father. He's got a Soul Edge long type and a Soul Edge Nirvana. He's got a pistol in the hilt of his gun. He's the only person, or in the hilt of his sword. He's the only person in the game with a gun. Before that, I think Link is the only other one with a projectile kind of shot like that with the bow and arrow or bomb. Cervantes is a lot of fun. Medium to long range. He can teleport around the stage very quickly, so you lose track of him. All right, and then we have Charade. So this one, he's going to play This one just you play as a random character within Charade. So you'll play as Cervantes, you'll play as Ivy, it'll just be a random weapon set each round. Sung Mina. This is like a female version of Kalik with the bow staff that he had, but she has the blade at the end of it, so it gives her a little extra damage on that. But she has just a very good long range, and she is fast as well, but that blade gives her a little extra damage. Fighting style very similar to Kalik, but there are a few differences. Sophidia is pretty similar to Cassandra. I think they were sisters. The sword and shield, very fast, very sexy. And she does have some hard-hitting hits. And then we have Yoshimitsu. Now, you'll recognize him from Tekken as well, but he's not an exclusive character. He crosses over from Tekken and Soul Calibur, and in every Soul Calibur I've played. He's got the sword and the banner on the back. He can be tricky because he can teleport too. He can actually sacrifice his own life, his own health bar, to do extreme damage to the other player if they land right. He can also regenerate health as well, which is something that is unique to him. Assassin, he's kind of like a Young Sung, very similar to Young Sung with the sword and the gameplay there. Then we have Berserker. So this is an equivalent to Rock, the Rock. There's a character called Rock. They're both big, heavy axe-wielding guys. Lots of damage, but slow. Good range, though, too. Heavy damage when you land. Lizard Man. So he kind of plays like a Sophidia with the sword and shield. But he can get down on the ground and crawl and jump on you and bite your face. Very fun playing as Lizard Man. Every character in this is really good to play with, man. All right, then we got some shots of some different levels. We got the chapel, labyrinth, shrines, Egyptian ruins, then some more of the levels here that we play on. Money pit. So in Soul Calibur, you can do what's called a ring out. Some of these stages you'll see, you can get knocked off the ring, and that's an instant win for you on that round, which is a lot of fun. Because if you're getting your butt kicked and then all it takes is one quick little sweep and you got the round back in business. Then we have the Weapon Master. This just kind of goes over Weapon Mastery mode. Show you the different stats on each of the weapons. And then this goes into a lot of different stuff here with more details on all the weapons for each character. Cervantes, Kalik, Ivy, Heihachi, Mitsurugi, Link, Maxi. These are all good characters. And look, it goes through every weapon here. Gives you lots of detail. We're not going to go into that, but if you're looking for a way to get better at Soul Calibur 2, I highly recommend getting into this. And then we have a little poster here. As you can see, I did not rip it out. This thing is still intact. There's no way I can show it to you other than, let's take a look. Maybe I can peek inside there a little bit. Yeah, this is still attached. I'm not going to detach that. And then we got Nightmare to close it out here. There it is. The Soul Still Burns. Look, this still has a price tag on it. $14.99. The Soul Still Burns. The search for the Soul Edge continues. This continuation in Brady Games' signature series line is the Ultimate Fighter's Guide to Soul Calibur 2. Complete character coverage. All 25 fighters are in this guide, including the 14 standard, 5 unlockable, 3 characters released only on the US versions, plus Heihachi, Link, and Todd McFarlane's Spawn. Weapon Master modes, treasures revealed. Discover how to unlock all extra costumes, characters, chapters, weapons, cinemas, and more. Expert strategies. Detailed strategy gives you the edge you need to take on all challenges and explain which moves can destroy the opposition. Exclusive 2-sided poster, Weapon Master mode, unlockable and character weapons list. So there's a shot of the poster there. It's a 2-sided poster, nice. Much more. Unlockable collection list, tips on conquering Weapon Master mode, and character histories, covers all platforms by Brady Games. And the Ivy closes us out there with the Soul Calibur 2 official Fighter's Guide by Brady Games. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me here on the Big B's Library. Episode 6, we got it done. We got Soul Calibur 2 in the bank for you. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in the next one, folks. And until the next one, I'm out. We'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks a lot. All right, partners and pilgrims. Well, that is another episode of Big B's Library. Don't forget to check out every Monday's new episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see in the next episodes. That was Soul Calibur 2 for you. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.